What's up guys, welcome back to Cool Fred's Garage. This Cool Fred here. So this video 3, I'm gonna install those lifters in this 400 small block and show you guys what parts I got to repair this thing with. Alright, so last time I took the intake off and got down to the lifters, and I inspected the number 1 exhaust lifter. So everything with the lifter looked good, except it looks like it's just collapsed. So that should be what our issue is. I inspected the bottom of it. I'm gonna show you guys the part real quick. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff here. I got the distributor on the table, got the Phytech EFI throttle body on the table. But yeah, this is the lifter right here. So it still got the retainer in there, the spring retainer. I didn't see any oil in the middle. I know it's oiling because the oil getting up through there, but I guess maybe it's leaking or bleeding back down. So the piston's not pumping up like it should. So the bottom of the lifter looked good, so I don't see any wear, any damage, no signs of a wiped out cam load or nothing like that. So all that's good news. All right, here we go. These are the parts that I got to repair the lifters. So I ordered 2 lifters. I really only needed 1, but I kind of suspected a little noise on one of the other ones, so I'm gonna put 2 in there while I'm in there. But this is the replacement part number, and it's actually the same lifter that I took out, because I mentioned earlier I had a Lanati cam in there. So I did take the lifters out of the package beforehand, and I got them soaking in some oil right there, because they recommend you soak them in oil for like 24 hours. So got those soaking in oil, and it was a little difficult at first to find like the original part number. So Jeg sells them. They also got some other brands like Cyl Power and like Federal Mogul, and then it's another company out there. Summit has their brand and Jeg has their brand, but the only differences maybe are just these little, like the Lanati ones, I guess they have these little grooves in the middle. Maybe that helps with, you know, I guess that's just their design. Maybe that helps them pump up better, oil better, but that's one thing that I kind of noticed. But this right here is the part number from Lanati if you're trying to replace just that one. So if you're just looking to replace the lifters in singles, like if you just need a couple of them, they also sell them by the set. But this right here, the part number 71817PR-1LUN. So I guess that means one lifter, that one LUN. So that's that. And again, I got these from Jeg. So you probably could order from the Lanati manufacturer as well. Alright, next up, I mentioned that I was trying to get some better guide plates for this thing, and AFR makes a set here, universal guide plate set, but these right here are adjustable. So I believe that's the part number right there, that's 00336-103-8. So it's a set of 8 pairs of the adjustable lifters, and I'm about to get these out of the bag so y'all can see what it look like. Right here, so they come in the bag, set of 8, and they kind of come in this pair right here. So you have a left side and a right side. So you got left side and the right side. It says L and R, and they have some adjustments, so kind of where you can kind of move them independently to get that rocker on center over the valve stem. So I'm gonna be installing these right here in place of these style right here that's already installed there. So I'm gonna try those out. So pretty much what I'm gonna do next is just go ahead and start cleaning that intake gasket residue off. I'm gonna put some towels in the dolly to kind of catch the debris. And I guess for right now, I'm gonna put the original lifter back right there, just so nothing goes down in the valley, even though I'm gonna put paper towel over it. So I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, so what I'm about to do next is get up in here. I got my vacuum cleaner. As I scrape that silicone residue off, I'm gonna just try to suck most of that up in the vacuum cleaner. I got that paper towel laying down there. I got the intake ports blocked off. I'm gonna try to catch as much as I can so it don't fall out into the coolant ports. And I got my gasket scraper right there, so hopefully go and get to work and get that knocked out. All right, so I got the old intake gasket material off, and I got the intake side of the cylinder head surface clean, and also the china rail right here. So it'll be ready to put the new gaskets on and get rid of the silicone. So I'm just gonna kind of pull this out, and then I'm gonna go through with my vacuum and just vacuum up anything that's remaining down in there. Make sure there's no gasket material or any trash in the valley. All right, so now I'm about to go ahead and drop the lifter down in there. So I'm probably gonna put a little bit of this Lucas assembly lube on there, and then I'm gonna drop it all down in there. A little bit of this on the bottom. Alright, so next up, this right here is a comparison of the ARP, well, the AFR guide plates that were installed from the factory, and these are the ones that I'm gonna upgrade to these right here, so I can have some adjustability. So I'll put those over there. So another thing, this is some ARP fastener assembly lube. I may not have to use a lot of this because some of them got the coating still there. But whether you got like Trick Flow or AFR or any, pretty much any heads that got the ARP studs, you want to use this assembly lube. That helps with torquing them down. And these right here get torqued down to 60 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and set those on there and put the push rods on there and see what we got. All right, so I got the new guide plates in there, and got the push rods down in there and everything. So gonna slide these on, and then kind of begin to center them up. And then once I kind of get them centered where I want, I can kind of get them where they need to be, and then I'm gonna kind of slowly torque them down. So it's 11/16 size, so I'll probably try to go over here and maybe snug them a little bit. The push rod is kind of in the way right there, but I'm probably just gonna tackle them one at a time. I'm gonna start with the exhaust and then go to the intake. So I know I got them close, but I'll probably work with that one. I'll probably snug it down a little bit, make sure I got it where I want it to be, and then I'll get both of them snug, and then I'll torque them both at the same time. So those right there go to 60 foot-pounds. Alright, so one quick trick I found when installing these style guide plates is, see right now I got this one center, but pretty much what I found is, like, while you're moving it around, is to put your thumb like right here with the other one removed. So that's for this adjustment over here, but I can put my thumb right there on that tab and then remove the rocker I'm removing it with this hand because I'm holding the camera with my other one. But basically, when you get it in position, put your thumb right there, hold it, and then snug it down with something. So I just got this 1/2" drive, 11/16, and I snugged that down. And once you get it snug, you know, kind of a little tight, but not real tight, but then I can kind of move it. And once that kind of feel good, it's gonna have a little bit of slight play to it, but basically it should almost remain kind of in the center. It shouldn't be like too far off on the edge like that. I lifted it up a little bit and got it off the push rod seat, but once it's down in there, it should be about right there. And that's pretty much where it's gonna ride. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get the, I see my push rod fell down over here, but so that's the one for the intake side, the one that say R. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that one. I'm gonna get that in place and do the same thing. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. I'm gonna remove this one, and I'm gonna put my other one on here and snug it down. And then I'm gonna hold the plate so it don't move while I tighten it down. And then once I get it where I want to, I'm gonna go in and torque them. So I'm gonna do that real quick and show you guys what it look like per the ARP specs that's on the ARP. Well, actually the AFR paperwork for the, but these are for the ARP style stud bolts because AFR uses ARP studs from the factory. So, all right, so I think I got them quite where I want them at, and I'm gonna go ahead and torque these down to 60 foot-pounds. Now that last one there, when I kind of torqued it down, it kind of moved a little bit, so I may have to readjust that one. All right, I'm actually testing that one now. It did move slightly, but maybe it was just straightening itself out. But I'm checking it now right here, but it seems like it's gonna be okay. It's pretty much gonna be like when it's snugged down. A little difficult to see, but it's gonna be there in the middle, so that one's gonna be okay. Let me zoom in just a little bit on there. So now I'm testing this one. That's the exhaust. So both of them look like they did where I want them at. So basically the tip is going to be riding along in the middle. So that looks like it's going to work out for me. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to lube these up and adjust the valves, and then I'm going to continue on to do the rest of them. Put a little similar lube on there. Not so lube. So I got both of those on the compression strut. Well, cylinder one is on the compression strut. So I'm gonna show you guys what that means in a second. So this is one trick I learned over the years to adjust the valves. Pretty much on any engine but small block Chevy in general is you can get, so when the cam loads are at the base circle, pretty much when both of them on cylinder 1, the intake and exhaust is on the base circle, that means that the engine is on a compression stroke for a short period of time. So this is the compression stroke right here. So this is when all the pressure builds up in the cylinder right before the spark plug fire. So I can adjust both of these while it's on the compression stroke, and that kind of prevents you from having, like you see how this one here, let me see what cylinder that is. So this is the number of, that right there is cylinder 4 exhaust. You see that one's on the base circle of the cam, but the intake is open. So you can adjust one, but the other one, you have to wait until you rotate the motor to adjust that one. So right here, I can adjust both of those at the same time. So while it's on the compression stroke, so that kind of, that's like one little hack, one little tip or trick to like you building one of these, you can adjust the valves a lot quicker versus keep rotating it over. Or some people, they go to the next one, see it, that's all the way down in the bore. Like right now, that's cylinder 8. That would be the exhaust over there. So if you wanted to adjust that one, you could. And then also cylinder 4 exhaust. So it just depends. Everybody, it's different strokes for different folks. So everybody got their particular way that they do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the poly locks on and adjust those down. Alright, so I'm about to adjust these valves real quick. So this is the way I do it. I normally come in here and I'll make sure they spinning, but when the intake is on, you'll be up here in this area right here. So I kind of back this off, and then you see how I can lift up on it a little bit right there. So I'll slowly turn this down until I feel the plate get out of there, and then once it's out, I'll stop turning it with my hand, and then I'll put a wrench on it. So you're probably gonna see me, cause I got the camera right me at this angle over here. So y'all will probably kind of see me backing it off and doing it with my hand. So basically what it looks like is this right here. You kind of see it moving. So basically I take all the slack out, and then I'm kind of turning it by hand, and when I kind of get a slight resistance on the push rod, I just kind of come through and put at least a half turn. Sometimes I may go a little bit more than half, so I might put a little over half turn preload on it, and then I'll lock it down, and I'll do the same thing with the other one. So basically I'm just trying to get that play out of the rocker, and then I kind of turn it by hand until I get like a little bit of because at first you can spin the push rod, you can spin it a lot. So right when it starts to get just a little resistance, a little snag, I'll come and I'll put my adjustment on there and lock it down. So I'm pretty much gonna move throughout the rest of them. I do got to go ahead and replace that cylinder 3 exhaust lifter. So but I don't know if I'm gonna follow the firing order, because the next cylinder that should hit compression stroke is cylinder 8. So what I'm probably gonna do is rotate the motor into the so that's the intake valve that's open over there now on cylinder 8, which is that cylinder right there. So what I probably do is wait until the intake valve close. I think that's right. So probably wait till that valve close, and then I want to say it should be on the compression stroke then. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm turning the motor, and the intake valve is closing. So once it get even down in there, it's all the way closed. So that one should be on the compression stroke, and I'm not having any issues over there with the lifters or whatever. I probably will inspect them since I'm already here. I'm probably gonna inspect all the rest of them, but the rest of them ain't making no noise or nothing. But I'm gonna put the guide plates over there too. It's a little tricky over here to see because this wire harness and all this stuff, like for the fuel injection and stuff, is. So I move that out of the way. A little tricky down here to see, but that's them two right there. They look like a little bit like this one is off to the. This is off the stem to my right a little bit. So I'll put those guide plates in there to correct that, and get the rest of them knocked out. So I'll be going back together after I do all that. Alright, so as you guys know, I'm putting the rest of these guide plates in, but I just want you guys to just, you know, in case you're doing it in the car, so on any small block Chevy, this one right here is a 73 Impala, so it's you know, one of the bigger cars, but a lot of the GMs have the AC over here on this side, and this one right here, cylinder 8, is the one that gave me the most issue. Not that because it's difficult, but so I was having to kind of come in here with my mirror to make sure that these are lined up, and I did eventually get them lined up, but it took me a good 4 tries. The main issue is because these plates will move, like when you try to torque them, they'll move slightly. So sometime I guess the one, because you got like kind of like a little U slot, and then you got one piece that goes in like that. So you might have to get one of them kind of torqued down first. So what I found that helps out while you're torquing it is to kind of put something like this, like some needle nose or maybe a screwdriver or something that's kind of heavy duty, that's not going to break, in between the cylinder head and the guide plate, to kind of hold it while you kind of torque it down. So what I've been doing, I kind of snug them a little bit to get them kind of where I want them, then I retest them, and then or you can torque them in stages, like maybe drop down to 40 foot-pounds, then go to 60 foot-pounds. So I finally got it taken care of, so I'm just gonna finish my process of just oiling it up. Just throw a little oil down in there. I like to oil the push rods. Then you see it come up down there. So I'm gonna go back with the rockers, put a little assembly lube right here and right there, and go ahead and put this one on and move to the next one. So tonight I'm gonna try to do like 4 of them, 4 cylinders, and I'm gonna knock the other 4 out in the morning with the guide plates. Then I'm gonna put the intake on and get it back running.